Magandang araw! Sama-sama tayong matuto sa Teacher Sal Learning Resource Channel.
Revised K-12 Curriculum, Music and Arts 4, Quarter 1, Week 1. For the topic, Artistic Practices, Themes, Mediums, and Concepts of Celebration found in their locality. Here are the learning objectives. The creative works of my province. Identify the concept or idea presented by the following pictures. Here are the pictures. Here are the correct answers. Giant Lantern Festival or Ligligang Parol, Dukit or Wood Carving, Sinukwan Festival, Maleldo, Pamagpako, Queen Cruz, Lubenas. What do the pictures have in common? Where do we usually see these things? Why do people conduct these activities? Let's have an activity 2. Mabuhay Sinukwan Festival. Watch the videos of the Sinukwan Festival. The videos can be accessed through these links. For A, we have street dance, and for letter B, free interpretation. What did you observe in the videos? About what is the Sinukwan Festival? What are your opinions on the dance maneuvers featured in the Sinukwan Festival? What local traditional music does the Sinukwan Festival use? Is the music loud or in the middle? Have you seen the costumes and props used in the Sinukwan Festival? What do you think? Have you attended the Sinukwan Festival or other similar events in our province? Please share your experience. For the unlocking content vocabulary, let's define some terms. Elements of artistic expression. Music is the systematic arrangement of sounds. Visual arts are those that meet the eye and evoke emotions through an expression of skill and imagination. Dance is the movement of the body in a rhythmic way, usually to music and within a given space, to express an idea or emotion, release energy, or simply take delight in the movement itself. Theater is a collaborative art form that integrates elements such as acting, directing, set design, costume design, lighting, sound, and more to convey a narrative or evoke emotions. Elements of artistic expression are the basic components integrated into any creative work. They serve as the building blocks of a creative work to achieve its intended functions. They include line, shape, space, texture, rhythm, sound, movement, and color. For subtopic 1, Basic Concepts in Music and Arts. What is creative works? Creative works are any output combining two or more art forms, including music, dance, visual arts, theater, and other art forms. What are the relevant creative works in your province? Some of the notable creative works in Pampanga are Giant Lantern Festival, Ligligang Parol, Dukit or Wood Carving, Sinukwan Festival, Maleldo, Pamagpako Queen Cruz, and Lubenas. What are the elements of artistic expression? The elements of artistic expression are the basic components integrated into any creative work. They serve as the building blocks of a creative work to achieve its intended functions. In the visual arts, these are commonly referred to as visual elements. The term elements of artistic expression is also commonly used in other art forms, including music, dance, and theater. Let's define the term line. Line is the most basic element. It can be straight, curved, zigzag, or diagonal. In dance, a line is the path that a dancer's body follows through space. An example is line dancing. Dancers follow a sequence of steps, forming a line across the dance floor. In theater, a line can refer to the spoken dialogue delivered by actors. Additionally, lines can also be the physical arrangement of actors on stage, creating visual lines that guide the audience's focus and enhance the storytelling. Shape. Shape is formed when lines meet to enclose a space. It can be geometric, like a circle and square, or organic, irregular shapes found in nature. In dance, shape refers to the physical form that dancers create with their bodies. In theater, shape refers to the physical arrangement of actors on stage and the design elements, like set pieces and costumes, that contribute to the visual storytelling. Space refers to the area within and around an artwork. It can be positive or negative. The subject occupies positive space, while negative space is the empty area. In dance, space is the area where the dancers move. In theater, space is the area where the actors perform their roles. Space in theater can also be the area occupied by props and backdrops. Texture. Texture is the quality of the surface of an artwork, whether smooth, rough, or somewhere in between. In dance, texture is associated with the quality and feel of movement. It can be smooth and flowing, sharp and staccato, or heavy and grounded. In theater, texture is the combination of visual elements such as set design, lighting, costumes, and sound with the actors' performances. Rhythm. Rhythm is the visual or auditory pattern created by repeated lines, shapes, colors, sounds, movements, and other elements. In dance, rhythm is the timing of body movements based on the beat of the music. In theater, rhythm can be the timing of the actions on stage or the pacing of the dialogues. Sound. Sound is the auditory component of creative work that stimulates the ears. In visual arts, sound can be integrated into installation arts to make the viewing experience more immersive. In music, sound can be identified as loud or soft, the volume of the sound itself. It's an important part of musical performance because it greatly impacts how the music makes you feel. In dance, sound can be the beat or the music itself that dictates how the dance moves are performed. In theater, sound adds color, mood, atmosphere, and emotion to the show's settings. Movement. Movement is used to create the impression of action in a creative work. In music, movement itself is the essence of dance as it refers to the progression and development of a musical performance. In dance, it refers to the body's responses to music. In theater, movement is the action done on stage to express the emotions and stories of the characters. Color. Color is the visual perception of an object based on the reflection of light. In music, color refers to the timbre or tone. Color is the visual perception of an object based on the reflection of light. In music, color refers to the timbre or tone, quality of sounds, voices, and instruments. In dance, color is used in the costumes and props of dancers to emphasize movements. In theater, color is typically used to enhance the overall look and feel of the play through set design, costumes, and lighting. One of the examples of creative works in Pampanga is the Sinukwan Festival. The Sinukwan Festival of Pampanga is a 7-day celebration that highlights the abundant cultural heritage and historical significance of the Kapampangan people. The event takes place annually in December in the city of San Fernando, Pampanga. The festival showcases a diverse range of activities such as street dance, pageants, and cultural presentations. The street dance competitions are the most highly anticipated event of the festival. It features different teams of dancers from all over the province. They parade colorful costumes and headdresses and perform to the music of traditional Kapampangan songs. Let's have Activity 3, The Arts in Sinukwan. Replay the videos of the sample Sinukwan Festival presentations. Observe the presentations and answer the given questions. Did the festival have music? Were body movements and rhythmic activities included in the festival? Did the festival use costumes, props, and other visual materials? Did the festival convey a message or a story through acting and dancing? What art forms are integrated into the Sinukwan Festival? Sinukwan Festival as a creative work. Sinukwan Festival as a creative work seamlessly integrates music, dance theater, and visual arts in celebrating Kapampangan culture. Music. During the street dance competition, the performance danced to the upbeat instrumental version of the famous Kapampangan folk song, Atin Ko Pong Singsing, which is done to pay homage to Aring Sinukwan, an ancient Kapampangan god. During the street dancing, the streets are filled with loud and lively music to energize everyone. Dance. The festival features street dancing and free dance interpretation. During the street dancing, the performers line up in the streets to showcase their colorful costumes, headdresses, and props while energetically dancing. There is no standard dance step as performers are given the liberty to use steps and routines that showcase Kapampangan culture. Theater. The festival includes theatrical elements through the extensive use of gestures, expressions, and storytelling techniques during the street dance and free dance interpretations. Some stories incorporated in the dance presentations include the eruption of Mount Pinatubo, Christmas practices, local cuisines, and other cultural practices of the province. Visual arts. During the street dance competition, performers from different municipalities of Pampanga showcase their intricate costumes, headdresses, and props that typically represent their community. These were carefully designed to ensure durability during the competition and to achieve visual appeal. In a festival performance such as Sinukwan, these four art forms, music, dance, theater, and visual art, are combined to create holistic experiences that engage the audience on multisensory levels. Each art form enhances and is enhanced by the others, creating a more cohesive and immersive performance. Together, they create a performance greater than the sum of its parts. This is how creative works are made. Activity 4, Sinukwan Festival Station Activity. You'll have a feel of the different art forms of the Sinukwan Festival through a Sinukwan Festival Station Activity. Here are the materials. 4 designated areas for each station. Music station, short festival instrumental version of Atin Ko Pong Singsing on a loop played on a device or speaker. Optional. Dance station, scarves or colorful cloth pieces. Note, music and dance stations should be close to each other. Both stations will play the same music. Theater station, any blank paper, markers, crayons, or any available art materials. Visual arts station, old magazine, old newspapers, glue or paste, scissors, crayons, markers, or any available art materials. Station time. Your class will be divided into groups of 4 to 5 learners each. The class will visit the 4 stations depicting the different Sinukwan Festival art forms. Each group gets 2 minutes for each station. Music station. Learners will listen to the music and use their bodies or instruments to create a rhythmic soundscape that complements the music. Dance station. Using the open space and scarves, learners will develop a simple dance sequence that shows Kapampangan cultural activities like planting rice or making lanterns. Theater station. Learners have the option to create simple masks or headbands that represent characters or themes from the festival, such as happy dancers or lanterns. They can also practice facial expressions and gestures that portray emotions relevant to the festival, such as excitement and joy. Visual arts station. Using magazines, newspapers, and their creativity, learners will cut out shapes and collage them to create a piece of festival attire. Below is a picture of the Sinukwan Festival performers wearing their costumes and headdresses while dancing on the street. Using the picture and the previous videos of Sinukwan Festival presentations, describe the incorporated elements of artistic expressions by answering the guide questions. What can you say about the colors used in the costumes? How does it make you feel? Based on these colors, what do you think of the costumes theme? Can you identify any lines or shapes in the costumes and headdresses? How about the way the performers are arranged? Do they form any particular lines or shapes? Do the performers seem to have enough space to move around? Based on the picture, do you think they can move freely in the space they have? Can you see San's movement from the picture? How would you describe the dance moves of the performers? Do you think the music is loud or soft? Why do you think so? Is the music mostly instrumental or does it have singing as well? How do the costumes, props, and overall visual elements contribute to the story or theme being portrayed in the performance? Complete the statements below. In this lesson, I learned that creative works are blank. I realized that Sinukwan Festival is blank. Accomplish the given table below by putting a smiley in the column that corresponds to your answer. For the formative assessment, encircle the letter of the correct answer. An artwork is known as blank if it combines two or more art forms. The following are creative works in Pampanga, except if you hear different sounds that blend well, you are listening to in the Sinukwan Festival, the performers' body movements are closely linked to the costumes, props, and makeup of the Sinukwan performers are closely related to it can be straight, curved, diagonal, or zigzag. In music, this refers to the progression and development of a musical performance. The dialogues of the actors in theater are called the dance floor where the dancers perform is the music used in the Sinukwan Festival is Here are the correct answers.